Welcome to Wow Speaks English,
a streaming program with a radio format made by the students for the world.
Hello, my beautiful audience. Welcome back to Wow Speaks English. Guys, we're having an amazing episode that is called From Curie to Today, The Legacy of Sheet 10. Guys, definitely this episode is very cool because the idea is to celebrate the incredible contributions of women in science, both globally and right here in our community. So guys, I want to introduce my co-host. Hello, Goose.
Hi, Brenda. How are you?
Good, sweetie. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
As usual. How are you, Manu?
I'm fine. What about you, teacher?
Sweetie, pretty cool. I'm very happy with this topic. I mean, I love all our episodes, but this one I think is very special. Right, Linda?
Yes, it's really, really special. I'm very excited to talk about these wonderful women.
Definitely. Wonderful women in science, guys. Believe it or not, also in WOW, we're having women in science. Hello, Jacobo. Welcome.
Hello, how are you? How are you all?
Pretty cool, sweetie. Pretty cool. So, guys, Jacobo is the first time here, but I think he's gonna do it great, right? And also, Jacobo knows a lot about science because he's studying environmental engineering, right?
Yes, that's correct.
You see, pretty cool. Well, guys, also, I want to invite you to follow us on Instagram. Guys, I always forget the social media. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. As Wow Speaks English 2.0, guys, remember to participate here in the chat. On YouTube, tell us hello. And guys, let's move on and let's see what's next. Right, Gus?
Well, that's right, Brenda. And start to get in context, let's see what our audience think about today's topic. So we invite you to participate by scanning the QR code and sending us your audio messages about it. Tell us your name, what semester you are in, if you're studying at a different university or institution, please name it. In addition, let us know in our YouTube chat where are you watching this show from.
And these are the questions. Number 1. Why do you think it's important to celebrate the contributions of women in science? Number 2. Who is your favorite female scientist and why? 3. Do you think women and men have the same opportunities in science? Why not? And the last one is, what do you think is the most important discovery made by women in science? You can send them to the chat for audio messages, and let's go into the Tip Talk section.
Well, what do you think, sweetie? What do you think?
Hey, what do you think section?
Let's go, Goose.
Have you ever wondered what other people think about stuff? Do you also want to express your opinion?
Join us on WhatsApp and send your voice messages to start the conversation.
Welcome to What do you think about it?
Hello, today I stay with
Carol.
Okay, Carol. Carol, do you think women and men have the same opportunity in a science?
Well, I think lately women have been fighting and trying to be at the same level that men are in the society. We are trying to get better opportunities for us in the industry, in the society. So I will say yes, we have been like trying to be at the same level. We are getting there.
Hi, I'm Alex, and today I'm here with
Nicolas.
Nicolas. Who is your favorite female scientist and why?
My favorite female scientist is Ada Lovelace because he wrote the first program computer in the world.
Daniel, who is your favorite female scientist?
My favorite scientist is Marie Curie for contributions at radioactivity.
My favorite female scientist is Marie Curie because in the secondary I like too much the chemistry, and she is one of the most important scientists female in the world, in the history of the world. She discovered the radium and polonium.
I am here with
Valerie.
Okay, Valerie. Valerie, what do you think? What is the most important discovery made by a woman in a science?
The most important is Franklin because discovered the structure of DNA for with the X rays.
Hi, today I'm here with
Ambra.
Ambra. Why do you think it's important to celebrate the contributions of women into science?
Well, because it's the morally right thing to do, right? People have made so many accomplishments in science and they've never been recognized about it. And I think it's the right time to do so. Their names should be known to the public.
Wow, interesting comments from our students, right? From our community. They mentioned interesting scientists, but I want to ask you here, guys, on the set, why it's important to celebrate or to recognize women in science? I mean, if you analyze it, most of the time when you check the Nobel Prizes, most of them are men.
Yes.
But what about women?
The whole prize was created by a man.
You see? First of all, let's start by that point. Okay, also my people in the chat, let us know, for example, who's your favorite female scientist, right? Well, guys, also we're having some WhatsApp audios, right, Gus? Let's listen to some of them because I know there are many. Hold on. They are working on their...
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
Yeah, kind of.
But we can talk about these women. I didn't know who was the creator of the computer.
Oh my God.
Yes,
well,
and I mentioned that.
I want to ask you, I can't recall the name. Okay, I think they're ready. We'll continue with the comment later.
Hello, my name is Daniel and I am a student of data engineering at the WOW. It is important to celebrate women in science. This helps to show that the women can do science too. It also makes more women want to study science.
Thank you. And also,
cute,
guys, if you
Danielle.
analyze it, it's because in the history, women role was different, right? Like a housewife, stay all day long at house, raising children and all that stuff. And maybe that was the reason that in the past they weren't so recognized than now. Yes. It could be one of the reasons, right? Yes. That's right. So let's play another video. What's up, guys? Sorry. Okay.
Hi, my name is Marina Cifuentes. I think Marie Curie's discovery of radium and polonium is one of the most important scientific achievements of a woman. Radium in particular was very important for science and medicine, like helping to treat cancer with radiotherapy.
Thank you, Marianita. You see, guys, most of the people mentioned Marie Curie. Definitely. So, guys, let's move with the tip talk section because we're having a lot of information in that part, and we continue with the comments. So, Gus, now, yes, let's go with the tip talk.
Many things happen every day at our campus.
Let's discuss them at Tip Talk.
Well, we're having the first segment. I mean, in this opportunity, we are not having guests on the set, because we want to highlight through videos and also through here our interaction the most important women in science globally, national, and obviously at WOW. So guys, let's start with the first section. Gus?
Okay, let us start by honoring some of the most memorable female scientists in history. This woman broke barriers and made groundbreaking discoveries that changed the world. First of all, as we all hear about, Marie Curie, a physicist and chemist known for her pioneering research on radioactivity. She discovered the elements polonium and radium and developed techniques for isolating radioactive isotopes, and was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. Rosalind Franklin was a biophysicist and X-ray crystallographer, I guess, whose work was crucial in understanding the structure of DNA. Jane Goodall, a primatologist and anthropologist best known for her groundbreaking research on chimpanzee behavior. She discovered that chimpanzees use tools, have complex social relationships, and display emotions, challenging previous notions about the differences between humans and animals.
Oh gosh, everything related to animals, I love it.
And you guys know some more female scientists or?
Well,
No.
to be honest,
Well, there's the one that they mentioned from the computer scientist,
Yes.
Ava Lovelace.
okay.
I've heard of her before. I don't remember when she was born, but I do remember that she was like one of the first programmers in history.
Okay.
So that was really interesting.
Okay, I was going to mention my comment before the WhatsApp audios that have you seen a movie about three Afro-American women were working in NASA?
Yes.
I can't recall the movie's name, sorry, in English or Spanish, but the movie is amazing. And I think that is connected with the woman that they mentioned, that they started with the programming manually, guys, at NASA. I mean, it was incredible when they started launching the first spacecraft.
Hidden Figures, it's called.
That's right. Hiding Figures, very good. Thank you. Hiding Figures. Really, really highly recommended movie. And those are definitely three scientists. In that, I think that era was in the 60s or the 50s. That's in United States. It was complicated the thing about the, first of all, being women and also Afro. Guys, it's a must-watch movie for sure. So, sweeties, also...
1960 during the Cold War.
You see the Cold War against Russia.
Difficult.
They were like in the running for the first country to arrive to the moon and the space. Yeah.
Space race.
That's right, space race. Well, about another women scientist that I can remember, sweeties, is one that is called Stephanie Kowalik. Stephanie Kowalik. Guys, I mean, I was reading an activity for an English class, you know. And I found out that she's a Polish-American chemist and she invented the Kevlar. Teacher, what is the Kevlar? Kevlar is like a cloth. Cloth means tela. That is lightweight. I mean, it's like a light, high strength. I mean, it's durable. And it's a material that is used for the bulletproof vest. I mean, when you see those security guards and the people that work with the government, all security, they use those bulletproof vests. And it started with a woman. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely. So, sweetie, we're having some videos, right?
Yes.
Okay.
First, on the other hand, we want to share with you those interviews with current scientists who works at the CIAT. Gustavo, can you please this video about Janelle?
Hello everyone, today we are with Janelle. I want to know, where did you come from?
Hi, I'm from the United States, from Austin, Texas.
Great, and what is your occupation?
I'm a research specialist at CIAT, which is the International Center for Tropical Agriculture, which has formed an alliance with Biodiversity, so we're now called the Alliance of Biodiversity in CIAT.
Wow, that's amazing. I want to know what inspired you to pursue a career in science?
Yeah, well, honestly, it was my love of nature. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved plants and animals, and in high school I took an environmental science class, and I discovered the field of restoration, ecosystem restoration, and I really fell in love with the idea of reversing some of the damage that we've done to nature. And that led me to the environmental track. And what led me to science was really my curiosity.
That's great. I want to know, like, as a woman, it's the same, the he STEM as the she STEM, and what challenges do you have to face on as a woman in science?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think historically, men and women perhaps have not had the same experience working in science. I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a man working in science, but I do know that historically there have been differences, and I think today it's getting better. For me, some of the challenges I've experienced, mainly working here at CI, with it being an international center, we work with people from different cultures and from backgrounds, and sometimes gender roles. The influence of gender roles in different countries can manifest sometimes in work. Sometimes, especially kind of when I first joined, I felt like sometimes it was difficult to get my male colleagues to listen to me, or to trust my advice and to trust my guidance. And I know as well, like, there's women in science tend to face a challenge regarding prioritizing family or work.
Well, Janelle, thank you very much for your participation to allow us to record this interview at CIA. I was with Laurita in the CIA, guys. I mean, it's far from here, far from here, because it's in the Highway Cali Palmira. But I mean, the place is huge, beautiful, amazing, and definitely they have done an amazing job.
And they have a lot of plants.
Yes, because can you remember, Jacob, what CIA stands for? I think it's International or Research Center, Agriculture. I'm sorry. But I know that now they are called Alliance. But I mean, they are related with agronomy and crops.
Centro Internacional de Agricultura Tropical.
There you go. That one is CIA, it stands for, because it's in Spanish, right? And we're having another video, right?
Yes. The second video is about
Niwi. I mean, the pronunciation, we're not having sure the correct pronunciation, because she's from Cameroon. And yes, I mean, that's why the first segment is globally. So we're having Janelle from United States and Niwi Mary. Sorry, I don't know if it's the correct pronunciation, and she's from Cameroon.
Mary.
Yeah,
Mary.
and they two are working here in the CIA.
Miss Mary.
Thank you. Yes, Mary. So, Goods, please. The video.
Can you tell us about what is the most exciting project you have worked on?
One of the most exciting projects I've worked on was analyzing the adoption of sustainable agricultural practices by farmers, especially in Cameroon, where I have witnessed firsthand how climate variability actually impacts these farmers in those communities. And so when we did this analysis, it was really rewarding, because we could see how policies and interventions could shape farmers' adaptation to climate change.
Okay, and as a woman in science, what challenges did you have faced on, and if you think is the same being a he STEM as being a she STEM? What do you think?
Science itself is not discriminative, but being a he or a she STEM now becomes different, because there are ways a she STEM or experiences a she STEM will have because she's a she, which are different from the male. And I had these challenges where I will have to fight so hard for my expertise to be recognized. However, I was so fortunate to find myself to work in an environment which is inclusive, and my contributions are always valued.
Thank you, Mary. I mean, I love this interview because she said that her investigation is like a focus on practical agriculture, right? Yes. With the local farmers. And I think it's very important, because not only the big industry produce food, I mean, the big quantity is also in the small farmers. And with them is that we're having our food in the grocery store and supermarkets and finally at home, guys. For sure.
I really like the last sentence she said, that she's proud of the work he's done and that she is, I don't know, happy to know that it really contributes to the environment.
Absolutely, guys.
I also found interesting how the subject that she covered, because it was not only something that was between science, and it was something that also had like a political side to it. It's something that the whole country,
it's like the whole picture, right?
Yeah, the whole. And also I enjoyed those two videos because not only does it show like obviously the subject at hand, which is women in STEM, it also shows how these women are very passionate and very
committed.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant and committed for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they have an important role, guys. So, I mean, if you notice, guys, I think that because we are having only 1 hour, the interviews were reduced, to be honest, because we were like at 10 minutes in with each person. And so next week, we're going to post the full interviews on YouTube because definitely they are really worth it to watch all the full videos. So, sweeties, let's read comments on YouTube. I checked that there are some comments on YouTube. Always, the guys, your audience, we read your comments. Come on.
Okay, first, Nicole Dayana Cortez says, it is important because for a long time, women were underestimated and excluded from the history of science. Recognizing their contributions help inspire future generations.
Thank you, Nicole. That's really true.
Yes.
Another comment, Alejandra Gomez said that Liz Mayner because she co-discovered nuclear fission, but her college author had received 2 Nobel Prize while her contribution was overlooked.
Ooh, we didn't know that. Thank you, Aleja. Well, here we're having Oscar. Oscar said their devil suit is made of Kevlar. The one that I mentioned to you, you see, guys. Okay, another comment here. Well, they mentioned more or less the information we mentioned before, right? So, really, let's move with the segment number 2. Remember, guys, to participate in the chat. Let us know your favorite female scientists. It doesn't matter if it's around the world, also from Colombia, or from a professor at graduate of the university. Guys, let us know. You know?
Please.
So, let's go with Manu.
Okay, let's turn our attention to Colombia and celebrate some on scientific areas. I would like to start with Novia Muñoz Calero. She has been dedicated for more than 35 years to research on cervical cancer and its relationship with the human papilloma virus, leading a study in about 40 countries in the world, including Colombia, as a head of
epidemiology. I know it's complicated, that word.
Epidemiology unit at the
ARC. Yes, guys, don't worry. I mean, this terminology, because the science is complicated, guys. So hold on. Be patient with us.
Difficult words. Sorry. And the second woman is Adriana Ocampo Uria. The doctor of the planetary geology discovered the crater, an important milestone that changed the evolution of terrestrial life using satellite image. Also has led NASA space mission to find Earth-like planets in our solar system or other solar systems. And finally is Dolly Montoya Castaño. She is a professional practice and her whole life devoted to being a teacher. For her, the first woman to reach that position, her children are more than the truth that life gave her as a woman.
Wow, pretty cool. I mean, sometimes people say, no, in Colombia, it's a, third country from Latin America. No, we're not having women in science. Yeah. People, we have women in science for sure. Yes. I mean, I didn't know about these girls. I was like a surprise. And also we're having some videos, right, Manu?
Yes, we have 2 videos. The first is Diana, the Siat.
Okay, so let's start with that video, Gus, please.
Hello, today we are with Diana Gutierrez. Diana, I want to know, where are you from?
I'm from Medellin.
Okay, and what do you work from?
I am a senior research associate here at the Alliance of Biodiversity and CIAT.
Okay, I want to know what inspired you to pursue a career in science.
I have always loved nature. I felt a lot of curiosity of how all the things in nature works, and I think I'm always eager to learn, and I think that is the reason I am pursuing this career in science, because I'm always curious about a lot of things.
Okay, that's great. And what is the most exciting project you have worked on, or something that you love to be part of?
The most exciting project I have had now is my PhD thesis. I finished on 2023, and it focused on deforestation. I was trying to understand deforestation, but from its relationship with the perceptions that local community have on several socioeconomic dimensions. And it was really interesting because this was in a specific context that was conflict affected areas after the peace agreement. And it was really challenging for me because I have no prior experience with any of those subjects, so I have to learn everything from scratch. And I learned a lot about not only deforestation, but conflict is building, spatial analysis, and many other things that I have never seen before, and it was like greatly rewarding for me.
Okay, and as a woman in science, what are these challenges you have faced, and do you think is the same he STEM as a being as she STEM? What do you think?
I would say yes. For me, it's the same. I think we have in science, fortunately, we have like same opportunities for men and women. Of course, I acknowledge that there is differences and gaps in some contexts, like geographical context or within the institutions. But from my experience, I have never felt like I was discriminated against or undervalued because of just being a woman.
Nice. Thank you very much, Janita, also from CIAT. And I love her last comment that even though that she's a woman, she hasn't felt like a minor, or she doesn't feel like in the same conditions that men in science, right?
Yes.
To show we've grown, you know?
Maybe it could work. But you see, guys, definitely we're having women in Colombia connected to science.
Brilliant women.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I was shocked with the first one that they mentioned. And now with this video, it's interesting. I mean, it's because when people listen to CIAT, they are always thinking about international researchers. They don't think about the local ones. And especially when we're women.
We do have talented women. So.
Definitely, for sure, guys. Absolutely. So, guys, let us know in your comments on YouTube. What do you think about women in science? What is their role? Important, important? Yes. Why not? And your favorite one? Gus, you want to say something, right?
Yes. I really admire most of the women because my mom is a scientist and she's a woman. And
really?
Yes.
Oh my
God. She's specialized on water researches and purify and some water treatment plants.
Hi, what is your mommy's name?
Luz Mari Cortez.
Luz Mari, thank you very much for your contribution to this society, for sure.
Yes. And she really inspired me when I was a kid because, first of all, my two parents are scientists. So in all my process of growing up, I was like, obviously having this challenging of loving or hating the scientist path because of them, but they just like help me with you want to be a scientist or just follow your dreams. Don't worry about that. If you love scientists or you love science, just follow your dreams. Go ahead. We are going to support you in every way we can. And of course, I chose my
Nice.
career.
They are open-minded.
Yes.
I mean, in case that you don't know it, guys. Gus didn't follow that step.
No, I didn't. I actually don't.
It's very the opposite, actually.
But I bet that inspires you to follow your dream,
Yes.
just
That's
like
right.
they follow theirs.
Yes.
There you go. So we're having another video, right?
Yes, it's about Estefania.
Hi, guys. Let's watch this video about Stefania. It's also pretty cool. Let's go, Gus.
My name is Valentina. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, I'm Maria.
What is your occupation? Tell us.
I'm a scientist. I have been doing some research and I have also worked as a manager in a biological collection.
That's interesting. Okay, let's start with the question, okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay, the first question is, what inspired you to pursue a career in science?
So I think that at the end, it's a story of passion, about like loving discovering new things, learning every day what inspired me to pursue this career. And I think that at the end is what fuels most scientists to do what they do. It's this passion of knowing and discovering new things and knowing why deep things work under this general explanation that we all know.
Okay, the next question. What is the most exciting project you have worked on? Tell us about it.
Okay, yes. Well, during my bachelor, I was able to study some invertebrates of Malpelo Island, which is an oceanic island that is part of Colombia, but it's very far away. So I went on an expedition. We traveled there for about 36 hours into the ocean. We have to climb a rope later just because there is no like a sea level shore to land the ship. So we have to climb this rope later. And we collect samples. And then we went to the lab. We use some taxonomy, that is like when you see like the morphological differences of an animal. And we also use some genetic markers that are small pieces of DNA to study the species of they live in the island, but particularly in my case, it was a species of ant that lives there in that island. So we wanted to know.
Your career is very interesting. Okay, the next question. Is the same being a he esteem and a she esteem? And what challenges have you faced as a woman science?
Okay, yeah, it's definitely not the same. You could say that us women, we are still facing more challenges than men. Of course, they also have challenges, and there are also other intersections things, because it's also a matter. It's not only a matter of gender; it's also a matter of like other privileges. There are still some spaces in which they expect you to behave in some ways because you are a woman. They expect you to maybe clean or like cook, some people that still think that like if you're a woman and you're young, for example, you know less and things like that. But it is definitely not the same. There are particular challenges that are associated with being a woman.
Yeah. Okay. What advice do you have for girls who want to be a she STEM?
Well, I think that my first advice is like to dream big. And to be fierce, and to never let other people to tell them that they don't belong to a space, or that they have to behave in certain way because they are women.
Okay, thank you so much for asking the questions.
It was my pleasure. Yeah, it's nice to speak and to continue speaking about these topics. And yeah, to make visible all these invisible challenges, because progress has been done, but there is still some challenges that maybe you only experience when you start living there, and they are a little bit like not that visible. So it's nice to speak about this and also to inspire new people to join academia.
Yeah.
Well, after every interview, I always say, wow, but this one is really Wow. I mean, these women are amazing. Guys, are amazing for sure. As I told you, I mean, these interviews were like a minimum 10 minutes, but because the program is only an hour, we have to reduce a lot. But I like the part that Estefania mentioned. And I really like about her studies, in evolutionary biology. Oh.
I've never heard about that.
No, sweetie, neither do. But you see, guys, we are learning in every episode about things like that. And also, I mean, I think that she has done an amazing job. I know that she's studying a master in Europe. If I'm not wrong, she came back recently to Colombia. So definitely, we hope that she can support our science a lot with her knowledge, for sure. So Stephanie, thank you very much for this interview. So sweeties, I know that there are many comments, right, on YouTube?
Yeah,
let's check them.
We have Diana Ortiz. She say, I like this interview because Diana seems to a curious person, passionate about science and nature. In her thesis, she explored the relationship between deforestation and community perception. From her experience, science offers equal opportunity for men and women, although she acknowledges gaps in some contexts.
Nice. So, sweeties, other comments? Thank you.
I really like that Dana Isabel Pineda Vasquez says first that women in science have made groundbreaking contributions despite facing historical barriers and discrimination. And then she agrees that their resilience and intelligence have shaped many fields, from physics and medicine to environmental science and technology.
Nice, pretty cool. Other
and
comments?
also Daniela says one of my favorite is Marie Curie, a pioneer in radioactivity and the first woman win the Nobel Prize. Her work still impacts science today.
There you go. Also, we're having comments from Dana Salamanca. My favorite is Ada Lovelace, the first woman to give clues in programming.
Wow.
Sweetie, so interesting. You see. And also we're having Estefanía del Amor Restrepo. My favorite woman is Diana Trujillo. That is a Colombian aerospace engineer. Absolutely. I think that she became very popular last year, right? Yes, aerospace. So, sweeties, let's move on. Actually, yes, I was going to talk about my favorite Colombian one is Diana Trujillo. Because, I mean, I thought that was the first one, but no, the first one was the one that mentioned Manu.
No.
But the last year she became very popular, right? About the NASA's Mars mission, And it's pretty cool because it's like the curiosity and perseverance in the rovers that they have. I mean, the special machine that they have there. And also she led the mission for the robotic arm and the Perseverance rover. So it is pretty cool. You see?
Really?
Nice. So, sweetie, let's go with the next segment. That is Wow Legacy. As I told you, in this one we don't have a special guest, but we try to show you through videos, right? Globally, Colombia, and now local at Wow. So, Linda, what we have?
Yes, obviously we have to talk about Wow talent, and I want to start with this professor that is Gladys Aparicio. Her name is Gladys Miriam. She holds a PhD in physics from Universidad del Valle, and she has been a professor at the Universidad Autónoma here, our house, since 2001. Gladys researches materials with industrial and biomedical applications within the GNNSAI research group. She has studied the Nephila clavipes, a spider silk, highlighting its strength and elasticity and antimicrobial properties through thermal and mechanical tests. She has evaluated its potential use in inguinal hernia and prostheses as an alternative current materials. We have a video from the professor, but that's at the end. Now we continue with Elvira Fernanda. She has always been curious about mechanics work since she was a child. She led her to study mechanical engineering as a student. One of her most outstanding projects was the design and construction of an electric vehicle for a national competition. Along with her team, she worked for months focusing on every detail for her, and it was a challenging but outright experience.
There you go.
She has a video we couldn't show to you, but she was really proud of the work she have done, because even though she didn't mention if they won, but she said that she had the opportunity to see all of the work that the people do here in Colombia, and she was proud about her career and about the science we have here in Colombia.
There you go. I mean, before to continue that, I want to clarify something. Elvira is not a professor. She's graduated.
Graduated,
I mean, she studied at WOW, and now she's doing all the things that mentioned Linda.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing. It's like, I know, teacher. It's because I'm studying here, sweeties. It doesn't matter. As Estefania mentioned, big dreams, guys. Big dreams can be possible.
Exactly.
Let's continue with the next one.
She was little and she said, I want to be a scientist, and she is now a scientist.
For sure.
Let's continue with Lorena Valencia. She is graduated for UAO too, and she's the founder of the Octopus Force Technology Development Center, a pioneering innovation entity in Valle del Cauca. Under her leadership, the center have developed more than 115 inventions and 4 patents, including a disinfection robot and Colombia's first flight simulator. You can imagine that?
I'm in shock.
Yes.
I'm in shock, guys, for real.
And 4 patent, I mean, girl. A flying simulator. She, in 2022, her CDT was recognized by the Ministry of Science, established itself as a benchmark for technological development in the region. Her work reflects the talent and the impact of WOW graduates in the industry and innovation sections.
Wow, I mean, thank you, Lorena Valencia and Elvira Fernando, to show this WOW talent. For sure, guys.
Yes, and they put the name of the WOW University on the top.
On the top, there you go.
Also, we have a video, finally the video that I was mentioned, of Maria Fernanda and Professor Luz Marina.
Okay, guys, so let's play the video, and sweeties, on YouTube, let us know the professors at WOW that you want to recognize in science. I mean, we mentioned 2, but I mean, we mentioned Gladys. We're going to show the Professor Luz Marina, but if you know other ones, please name them. Let's go with the video.
Hello, we are here with Maria Fernanda. She's doing her PhD in Spain, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her experience as a woman in science.
Hi, Jose Daniel. My name is Fernanda Betancourt. I graduated with a degree in industrial engineering from PUAO and completed my Master of Science and Engineering of Materials. And currently, I am PhD student of Carlos III University in Madrid, Spain. My research focuses on composite materials and cryogenic behavior for aeronautical applications.
What advice do you have for girls who want to pursue a STEM major?
STEM careers are not gender specific. They simply exist and are accessible for everyone. If you are curious about how things work or how they are made or how was designed, how to face the systems, for example, STEM careers are always a great option.
Hello, we are here today with Professor Luz Marina Flores. She's going to tell us a little bit about her experience in science and in academy. What is the most exciting project you have worked on?
The most great for me is that I have obtained several patents because let me organize the first spin-off of the Autónoma University. The name is Nateco SAS. It is a dream come true because it's the opportunity to carry out the research at commercial level.
You see, guys, wow, talent. We have talent in this university, guys, for sure. Or no, guys?
Yes. If you have dreams here and you're studying here, please just follow your dreams. Do what you want to do.
And
maybe
also,
if you have an idea, it can be a great project.
Definitely. I mean, something that caught my attention for all these years that we have seen on videos is that they mention curiosity
Yes.
and also perseverance. So, guys, as we mentioned in many episodes, the sky is the limit, for sure.
Yes, that's true.
So, guys, let's go with the last segment. That is equality in STEM. So, what we have, Jacob.
Well, segment number 4 is equality in STEM. And, well, obviously, as we've seen during these past few days, there has been a lot of progress in these past few years involving all these STEM branches or subjects as per se. But even though that has been made, women are still underrepresented in some fields. For example, a 2024 report from the European Commission states that women are often less efficient in STEM subjects than men. The causes of this branch from the self-confidence that women have when taking on these subjects, which is affected by family and social treatment. There's also barriers at academic level, and like stereotype reinforcing practices, curricula that aren't gender inclusive, and a lack of female role models. To overcome this, early exposure to STEM subjects, as well as supportive environments and the required attention for overcoming the societal formula are essential. Subsequently, a 2023 post from the MIT by Clara Piloto states that unconscious bias in hiring, promotion, and grants given is another factor in the low representation of women in STEM. Lastly, careers such as scientists, machine learners, engineers, mathematicians, etc., that involve these subjects are quite demanding. So women who opt these and then go on to want to start a family or maybe branch out into another career or business or any other idea can find themselves cutting out from their work, either partially, going onto a part-time job, or completely, which can impact career progress and future opportunities.
For sure. Thank you, Jacob.
Yes.
I mean, this one, it's like a little piece. I mean, it's like at the top of the iceberg when we talk about the barriers that women are facing in science. But I think that also he depends on, and every woman is different, guys. I mean, he depends not only about the policies that the government has, as well as Jacob mentioned, it's also about the family, about the culture, the education in the specific place that the person is growing up. I mean, there are like many factors to take into account.
Yeah, for example, another thing that could be taken into consideration, or for the family part, is maternity leaves. There you go. Because in some countries, there are maternity leaves for both now the father and the mother, obviously. But in some places it's like the time given is like in some places they might give you like 6 months, in some places they might give you like a year, who knows.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, and also because it's cool and it's different in every country according to the culture and their beliefs. For example, here in Latin America, we're not having any issue. I mean, the thing is that the girls want to study that particular science field, right? But in countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, is not allowed. So that's why it's also like a barrier. So, sweeties, just to wrap up, let's go with a segment that we haven't done in a long time. That is the trivia time. So good, let's go with the trivia.
Nice.
Games, trivia,
and a lot of fun.
All you want to do is get it right.
Yes, guys, because we are always running out of time. So, Gustavo, can you show the presentation with the questions, please? So, my audience, you can participate in the chat, okay? Let's see the question and the possible answers. Hold on. They're working on it. So, Gus, can you help me with this question?
Sure. Trivia time. Which female scientist is famous for her work with chimpanzees? A. Janelle Silverstone, B. Jane Goodall, C. Marie Curie, and D. Diana Trujillo.
Okay, guys. So, audience, let us know what is your option. A, B, C, or D.
The clock is running.
Yes.
I know.
Tic tac.
Come on. What is your action? I remember that one because I like animals. Well, let's see if the audience remember. So, guys, remember the auction?
Yes.
Yes?
I'm not sure.
Okay. What is your auction, guys?
First, my option, because I spoke about it, is B, Jane Goodall.
Okay. So, sweeties, good. Show us the answer, please. Very good, Jane Goodall. Very good. Okay, next question. Jacob, can you help me with that one?
Trivia time. Which project has Mary Nyawi developed? Studying sea life in Cameroon, NASA missions, understanding and treatment of diseases like paracoccidioidomycosis.
Yeah.
Analyzing the adoption of sustainable agriculture practices by farmers.
Okay, so let us know the audience for your auctions.
I remember that answer.
I hope so. So, sweeties, I guess maybe the transmission is a little later because people are taking a time to answer. So,
they're a little delayed.
Yeah, I think maybe it was a transmission. I don't know. Something happened, guys. Let us know your auction. So, sweetie, what is your auction?
D.
D.
Analyzing the option of sustainable agricultural practices by farmers.
Okay. D as finger in Spanish. There you go. So, the next question, Goose. Okay, Manu, can you help me with that one?
Trivia time. Who is famous for her work with the spider and their webs? A. Diana Gutierrez. B. Paula Castañeda. C. Gladys Aparicio. D. Camila Arredondo.
Sweetie, you need glasses. So, sweetie, famous for her work with spiders and their webs. Yeah.
And she's from Wow.
Yeah.
Linda spoke about it.
Yeah, we spoke about it. Come on. A, B, C, or D? So definitely D is not an auction. Okay. So guys, what is your auction?
I think that is C. Gladys Aparicio.
Yes, it is.
Yes, very good. It's Gladys. There you go. So guys, just to wrap up this show, we have some important news, okay? So, Goose, please, the next slide. There you go, Gladys. Very good. So, sweeties, we are celebrating Women's Day, and we're having today Cafe Wow, right?
Yes.
So, guys, don't forget to participate. I know that they started at 4:30 and it's until 8:30. So it's near the gym. You can participate. There are several activities. Which one? I don't know, but they're always fun. The last one, but not the least. Yes, just go, guys. Just go.
And enjoy it.
Enjoy it, definitely. Okay, and the last one, please, Goose. We're missing the last one and the most important, guys. Pay attention to this. If you notice, guys, the university also has another channel that is called Wow Play. And they are starting again to using Wow Play, and obviously Wow Speaks English is going to join Wow Play. So that is the reason that our new schedule is from 2 to 3 p.m. Yes, guys. We continue with every two Thursday, but from 2 to 3 p.m. Because in that case, we're having that space with them. We're having the same program, the same people. So guys, don't be scared. And sweetie, remember, Wow Play from 2 to 3 p.m. Okay?
Every Thursday.
Yeah.
Every two Thursdays.
Every 2 Thursdays, guys. Yes. Because if you notice, guys, to produce an episode is too much. Yes. But it's worth it. Yeah. So, sweeties, there you go. Let's finish this program. See you again on March 20th, if I'm not wrong. And the topic is pretty cool because it's about studying abroad. In the interchange and also with the au pairs. So, sweeties, it's going to be pretty cool. Right?
Yes.
So, thank you, Good. Thank you, Manu. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everybody who had to make this program possible. Thank you, Goose, in the booth. And also, teacher Camila. So, guys, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Wow Speaks English.
A streaming program with a radio format made by the students for the world.